Hey everybody, this is Mark Ingber and this is what is happening in Hopkins today. The National Association of Industrial and Office Properties has presented the Excelsior Crossings office complex in Hopkins with an award for large developments in the category built to suit office spaces of more than 100,000 square feet. The first of three buildings at Cargill's office complex was completed last year and the next two are currently under construction. More than 2,400 people turned out at Robbinsdale Cooper High School last night to see Hopkins boys basketball team cruise to a 100-78 victory over Cooper. The top-ranked Royals defeated number 3 Cooper in a battle of the last two undefeated teams in 4A. Hopkins started 4 future Division I college players, and all 4 reached double figures in scoring. The Sun newspaper's sports reporters recently sat down to discuss the dominating Hopkins team.
A lot of people are wondering, with Royce White and Rodney Williams of Cooper both going to the Gophers, who's going to be the better player down the line? And maybe we should talk about, Nick, who's going to be the best player right now? Is it going to be Royce White of Hopkins, the 6'7" power forward, or is it going to be the small forward Rodney Williams, 6'6" from Cooper?
It's a great question, and it's a tough one to answer in that Royce just has so much more around him. Not to take anything away from anybody that Cooper puts on the floor, but it's not Trent Lockett, Mike Brohammer, Raymond Coles, and Marcus Williams. Their 5 starters are talented basketball players, and they've been starting now for 2, some of them 3 years at the varsity level, and so it's tough to gauge who the better player is going to be in the long run. I haven't seen Royce play enough, to give an opinion on that. The few times I've seen him, he's obviously a good basketball player when he tries. But he doesn't have anywhere near the athletic ability Rodney does.
What will happen to the Hennepin County portion of your property taxes in the years to come? Stay tuned. This week we're featuring a series of interviews with Mike Opat, chairman of that board of the Hennepin County Commissioners. Today, OPAT addresses the complexity of property tax revenue, which includes residential and commercial industrial.
Property tax, I think we grew about 6% last year, about 7% maybe, overall in the levy. And of course the property tax comes from a number of different kinds of properties, but residential is the one we all focus on, and then commercial industrial. Sometimes it's a bigger share comes from commercial industrial than residential. Sometimes it's more from residential than commercial industrial. So it moves that way, and so it makes for a very confusing picture to the individual taxpayer, because they think, well, the county went up 7%, how come my taxes went up 10? Well, and the answer to that is usually because commercial industrial is down that year and residential's up. Last year, commercial industrial was up, residential was down, so our 7% ended up looking like about 2 or 3 or 4% on most people. Not everyone. The Lakeshore homes ended up going up, and we heard from them, but it's a very complicated, confusing system.
You can read a full account this week of OPAT's interview in most printed editions of Sun newspapers published in Hennepin County. And here's today's forecast. Today will be partly cloudy with highs around 13. A significant warm-up is on the way tomorrow, also be partly cloudy with highs around 34 degrees. For Sun newspapers, I am Mark Ingber. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.